Hello and welcome to Mr. and Ms. Connections. I'm your co-host, Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
Welcome to the podcast where we go to a random city's misconnections on Craigslist, and then we read the posts. Some are looking for love, others are looking for something else, possibly. This week we're going to Los Angeles, California. California love. Alright, I lost it. I don't know too much about Tupac Shakur. If it was Kanye, I would know that way better. So let's get into it. This was posted just an hour ago of recording this. It's a reply. It's called It's Been a Year. Alright, here we go. The point is, I found it. I missed you at the time and decided to look here just for kicks. I never looked at misconnections before that, so it's kind of weird to me, too. What I don't get is why go to such a length to hurt me? Was the argument that bad that an apology wasn't enough? Do you honestly think I get off on trying to hurt people? You brought that out of me, by the way. You didn't treat me like a person. You treated me like I was some sort of puppet for your amusement. You better stop taunting me. I'm not in a good place right now. I would probably be better if I was just like you, not genuinely caring about others at all. It would probably be easier to get ahead in life. Maybe that's just what I should do. That's like a backhanded compliment right there. I should be just like you and not care about anybody. You seem pretty speechless at that.
What? No, because that person's really hurt. Like, I don't know the situation.
Yeah. Well,
And they had to find it out on misconnection.
Well, that's what happens. I mean, they say they're not in a good place, and clearly they're just belting it out over misconnection. So you're definitely not in a good place if that's
Well, they're
the route you're
replying
taking.
to someone.
Yeah.
So someone, must have wrote something that they knew, or, wow.
Yeah, that was a heavy one to start off with.
Exactly.
Let's go with elevator door held.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
What? Like meeting in an elevator? What are you thinking? What are you thinking right when I said that title?
I was like, this is going to be stupid.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that was it. It was just, it's going to be
Well,
stupid.
you're right for most of these, if that's what you're thinking. Okay, so elevator door held. It starts off with 3 dots.
Oh, really? ...
Because that is what people do with manners. Besides, you looked hot in your tight gray spandex leggings, and that bulge was driving me crazy in the locker room, watching you get dressed in the mirror as I noticed you while brushing my hair. You, handsome Latin guy dressed in area to the right, just near the steam room. Me, white guy, you complimented my Nike Roche tennis shoes. I'm hoping I say that right. Roche?
I don't know, just keep going.
I wanted to compliment you on something else, but there was a straight couple in the elevator with us. You drove away in a black German Euro SUV in front of me. Looking forward. That was it.
See, I always love when you have to, like, kind of guess, like, or you assume the gender of what they're writing for. So I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. That was... Like, at the beginning, you didn't know what was going on, and then all of a sudden it was like... you know what? I really like that. You, and then the nice description, and then me, and then the nice description. It's like, it's a nice expose instead of like, tell me what I was wearing. We were in Starbucks.
Yeah. I'm like,
let me know.
It's one of those things that I get with the questions, but I'm like, stop beating around the bush. Just tell them what you were wearing and what they were wearing, and then go from there.
Yeah. I'm looking for some... Okay, here we go. Oh, no. See, now all these are just like, hey, I'm looking for real women out here. These are my dimensions. Does anybody want to date me from Craigslist? It's like, be any self-respecting person, get a Tinder.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
And find some people that way. I don't know. I feel like Craigslist misconnections... When you don't have anybody that you actually genuinely missed out there, it's like a little bit lower than Tinder.
How so?
Because you didn't miss anybody. The whole point of missed connections is to find somebody that you saw or that they maybe saw you and you guys like eye banged each other a little bit. And then like...
Did you just say eye banged?
Smize at each other. I'm trying to say what all the cool hip kids say nowadays. I'm getting up there in age. I gotta keep up with the Urban Dictionary.
You just say cool hip... Oh my god, I can't.
I mean, when things are on fleek, you gotta keep it lit down in your... I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't even want to know. Where's this going now?
Anyways, when you go to misconnections, but you didn't legit miss somebody. Like, you didn't see anybody. You're just putting out your, like, what you want in a mate or somebody just to hang out with right now. And, like, that's not what it's for. And so that's why I'm thinking, like, Tinder's a little bit better because that's what it's for, is to meet people and to do stuff. But, like, that's all I'm saying. It's like, when it comes to, like, people just putting out their information, like, I'm 5'4", I'm this ethnicity, I like this in a woman or man, and I'm around this area, hit me up if you want to hang out. It's like, that's not what misconnections is for.
Well, I know.
So I feel like that's where just get a Tinder, start swiping, and then meet somebody on there because they're normally for that kind of thing. Whereas this just seems like, I don't know, it seems like a weird job resume at a certain point when you just put up your dimensions and you're just like, is anybody interested?
I think also is the fact that I guess you can get away with certain things on Craigslist because from what we've seen versus Tinder, which is actually regulated.
Regulated, quote unquote.
Yeah, regulated.
Quote unquote regulated. All right, here we go. We have another. This was posted 6 hours ago from when we're recording this. My beautiful next door neighbor. We briefly pass each other walking the halls or in the garage. You have 2 kids. Ugh, not starting off well. And seem to always be on mom duty, and I never have the courage to say any more than a hi or a good morning. You will probably never see this, so maybe one day I'll be able to mutter more than single words at a time and take you out somewhere nice to get to know one another and see if the smiles you give me are just as shy as I am. I don't care that you are single, or you are a single mom. I love kids, yeah. You live on the other side of my wall, LOL, which when I say it like that sounds super weird. I hope and wish you might see this, as unlikely as it may be. I can't stop thinking of you when I see you on the balcony. I say nothing. Maybe one day fate will intervene and I can see what happiness we could bring to one another. Hope one day I can at least say I tried, because writing a random misconnection post is a very weak effort to say the least. We both drive white cars. If you were still lost on who this might be for, I hope you see this. That was like super reflective. I don't know if this was like he really wanted this person to see it or if he just needed to get it off his chest. Like, I love my neighbor. And I don't care if she's a single mom with 2 kids. I don't know. That one was weird. Especially the line of, you live on the other side of my wall. LOL. And when I say that, it sounds super weird.
I just love the fact that you tried to put a positive spin on it, that he was trying to get it off his chest just to put it out there in the universe.
Yeah.
But no, she's your freaking neighbor. You can say something. Or, you know what? Put exactly what you just said in a letter and slide it underneath her door.
But isn't that creepier nowadays, is the letter thing with sliding it underneath your door?
Well, you don't know how to say your emotions, so you can just go ahead and write it in that format. I mean,
I think he just needs to grab life by the cojones and just say something. Like, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? She says no. Like, that's the worst. I know people hate rejection, and trust me, it sucks to get rejected. I've been rejected multiple times. It doesn't get... I mean, it gets easier, because then you're just like, I'm expecting it. And, but it's like, it just happens. That's life.
Well,
Just deal with it. Just go talk to him. Talking about can't stop thinking about them and then saying, oh, every time I see you on the balcony, it sounds like he's just looking out his window waiting to see her on the balcony. Like, I don't know, there's a point where it's like cute and loving to like, oh my gosh, this could be really crazy kind of thing.
Well, especially, okay, if it was reversed, if it was a girl doing this, I don't think it would be as creepy, but if it's a guy doing it, it's creepy.
You know what? That's where we differ. I think it's creepy no matter who does it. I think most society would be like, oh, if it's a girl, it's charming.
Yeah.
And like, she's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
But to me, anybody can be creepy.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen Bad Roommate. I've seen tons of movies where it's not cool.
Have you seen Single White Female?
No.
Oh, okay, well, never mind.
Because I'm a single white male.
Wow.
And I'm waiting for that movie to come out. Because, fellas, am I right? Am I right? I forgot, we're not live, so I don't get a lot of, hell yeah.
This is when I question our podcast.
Okay, this is called This Is Where I Leave You. And it's like done in like poem, almost.
What?
I hope it's good. I wanted us to work out. I did not rush things. I took my time. But you were never satisfied. I think they were trying to say were, but they put where.
Oh.
But you were never satisfied. I hope my friends can satisfy you. No. I think they were saying now. I hope my friends can satisfy you now. You are distasteful. Your actions, everything about you sickens me. It sickens me that I wanted anything to do with you. We had our time, it was great, but you destroyed that. Now you are worthless to me. Thank you for all the help, I am plenty grateful for that. We had a great time no one could replace, but you hurt me. Stop texting me. I had nothing more to say to you, as far as I am concerned. You died. Peace.
I think we're hitting a lot of posts that a lot of people have a lot of emotions stored up and they have to belt it out online on Craigslist.
Can I just say, LA seems drastically different than New York. Like, New York was like, hey, crazy times in the gym, right? And then LA's like, screw you. Like, I hate this.
Wow. Just.
It's like a complete contrast.
Yeah.
It's kind of like.
New York got it going on.
LA's like the jaded, like, female that had, like, 3 bad relationships in a row, and, like, she's just like, screw this.
There's just, like, so much disdain there.
Yeah. It's really, I don't know.
Man, I feel bad for these people.
Why?
Because
they did this.
They're so upset.
Let's go to Universal Studios Hollywood. This is a short one.
Really?
This is a short one, so I'm kind of upset. But let's just see what happens. Look, but don't touch. Quote unquote. Look, but don't touch is the first line. To all the beautiful women at Universal Hollywood Studios, these last few days, thank you for all of the scenery. All shapes and sizes, foreign and domestic. Hips, thighs, breasts, legs, and butts. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about the grown adult woman, that is. You made the whole experience worth dealing with the long lines and crowds of stinky people. See, there's positivity right there.
That was completely and utterly stupid.
Just wanted to say thank you.
No.
Hey.
No.
Thank you.
Really? You wasted your time to write that.
Hey guys, thank you for just being yourselves. This is Andrew Radio. I don't know.
I just don't. I don't.
I mean, we just talked about them being jaded, and now we're, like, talking about how weird that one was. But it was oddly happy. But
wait. The title of it was Look But Don't Touch?
No, the title of it was Universal Hollywood Studios.
Oh.
The first line was, quote unquote, look but don't touch.
So he's probably married or in a relationship.
Or he's just looking and not touching. I don't know. We'll learn the more ins and outs of these misconnections the more we read them too.
I don't know.
All right, let's do this one. You were taking a walk with a stroller. That's it. You were taking a walk with a stroller. I saw you today around 6 7 p.m. We were crossing Del Mar Boulevard into Euclid. You were walking behind me. I turned in Bellevue, and you followed me as well. But I entered the building, and you turned right into Waldo Avenue. I regret entering the building so much. I should have approached you and took a walk with you. I was wearing a blue t-shirt and black short. Only one black short.
Yeah.
Not
It doesn't cover the other leg.
Yeah, it does. If you see this by any chance, please message me. So let's talk about this. He has a few street names, so that's good. That's good detail.
Yeah.
He has a time stamp roughly. I feel like this is like a police report. It was
Right?
around 6 or 7 p.m. where we saw the victim.
This is mostly like it.
Yeah. There's a stroller involved. This woman had a stroller. So a lot of single moms are happening in this Los Angeles thing. But then he's like, I was wearing a blue t-shirt and black short. If you see this, by the way. Like, how many people did he pass that could have that, one, have his description, and two, have her description? Like...
Yeah. And she had a stroller.
But, I mean, again, at least he had street signs.
Yeah.
And street names, I guess. So I'm going to give him a pass. That one was good.
Well, I also feel as though, because, like, when women are out, especially if they're with their kids and all that, I'm not saying they're not approachable. I'm just saying I think it's a little bit more creepy that just a single dude comes up and strikes up a conversation. I know that's bad to say, but it comes off like that.
Well, so I'm glad you brought this up about when to approach people and where, because there's a lot of different... I'm getting a lot of mixed messages, all right? So on Facebook, there's a lot of posts from, I guess, women. I assume that are women, because they talk about guys and stuff, about approaching them. They're like, when I'm at work, don't approach me, because I'm working. And it's like, don't hit on me at work. I'm just trying to be nice. I'm a cashier or something. And then it's like, oh, don't approach me when I'm with my girlfriends at the bar late at night. We're just trying to blow off steam and all this other stuff. Then there's some where they're like, oh, don't approach me in the gym. I'm trying to work out. I'm not trying to look cute for you. Posts. And it's like, from that, it's like, when am I supposed to approach you?
Never.
Like, do I take a number? Like one of those like deli grocery lines, and you're just like waiting to be called. But then, so that goes through my mind. But then again, I think it's like a blanket like answer. Did you remember ever seeing the Saturday Night Live sketch of the sexual harassment at work with Tom Brady?
No.
Okay, so I think that's where it differs for pretty much anybody. I don't want to single out one gender or anything. I think it's for everybody. But basically the whole thing is Fred Armisen. You know who Fred Armisen is, right? So Fred Armisen is the star of this sexual harassment video where he's like walking up and he looks creepy, and women just call HR right on him for just like standing there. But then Tom Brady is like walking around like in just his like tidy whities, and like he honks Amy Poehler's boob one time, and she's just like, oh yeah, I would love to grab lunch and stuff. So it's like, hey, if you don't want to get hit with a sexual harassment call, just be good looking. And to me, that's a whole different thing. That's where it differs. Hey, don't approach me in the gym unless you look like this person or this model or something. And that's where I think it differs. It's like, hey, don't approach me unless, again, I'm not singling anybody out or any gender. I think anybody is the same way. Especially me. I don't want to talk to anybody especially at the gym. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to think of different things. I don't want to talk to anybody. Pretty people are not pretty people. And right now, they're getting blurred. No, I'm just kidding. Would you think that's a fair assessment?
No. You pointed out a really good point. I was going a different route. I was just going on about how, like, technology is so infused in our lives that people it's weird now to have that kind of communication where you go up and just have a normal conversation because we're always stuck to our phones.
Yeah.
So we're so used to the only way we can meet someone is through an app. Because I think more and more people are becoming socially awkward because they don't know how to verbally talk to someone face to face.
True. I can see that. Also, I had a thought. Do you think it's weird that you could talk to somebody for like a month or 2 months and know everything about them before you even meet? Like 30 years ago, that was like not even close to being what the case is.
Yeah.
Like you would have to meet somebody, talk to them first, and then you get their phone number, and then you can go out, and that's when you start to know them. But nowadays, like, you get somebody's number from Tinder or an app or something, or even just know their Facebook from a class or something, or whatever. I don't know. Because then you're meeting the person, so that just ruined my whole thing. So, like, you get the number from Tinder or a dating app like that, and then you talk to them for, like, a month or two. You essentially know everything about them before you even meet. And then what happens? Is that 2 months just like over if you meet and then it doesn't connect or something? Like, I don't know. That's, to me, that's like really weird to be like, oh, I could put so much time and investment into this person, and then all of a sudden it's like, oops, it just doesn't work out. And then you're like, what am I going to do with all this information that if it doesn't work out? But then it's like catfish, and they do years and years of like talking to this person saying they love them and they're dating them, and then they meet them and they're like, but you're not the guy in the picture. And it's like, yeah, I know, but I'm the guy that you were talking to all those years. And it's like, yeah, but the picture.
See, I had the opposite. I had where it matched the picture, but the personality totally switched.
Oh, really? From when you guys were texting and stuff? Oh,
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's like awesome person through the phone, but then in person, douchebag.
Texting Casanova.
Yeah.
And then it just falls flat.
Yeah.
See, that's another one that's like scary. It's like, and I guess, I mean, if you get somebody that's like really outgoing on text because everything's on the internet and you can be faceless, quote unquote faceless, and all this other stuff, and then when you meet somebody and they're normally shy, and I mean, even though you know a lot about their life,
Yeah.
it's still technically meeting someone new for the first time, and it's like you're nervous, you're shy, and then you're like, well, this isn't the same person from the text. It still could be. It's just completely different now.
Well, I think, okay. So basically through the text, it's easier to say whatever because you're just sending it. You're not face to face with the person.
Yeah.
So you get that delayed reaction. Versus if somebody says something to you to your face and then you're like, crap, and then you're trying to read their facial expression, you're like, no, crap, no, I said the wrong thing. No.
I also think it's low stakes. Like when you're just texting somebody, you can almost be like, you could be like, I don't know, like you said, you can't see their face, you can't know how they feel right when they read it or something, or if they even read it at that point. So you just send it, like it's low stakes. Like first of all, you didn't meet this person yet. You can say whatever you want. You just send it, see what happens. You're testing the waters all the time. But when you're face to face, like, and then you come off and you say, like, you're choosing your words. You're like, this is actually a real person. Now there's something going on. I'm taking time out to meet this person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's no backspacing or, deleting or anything like that. It's just.
Yeah, or like sitting there, like, just like waiting to say
3
something.
dots.
Yeah. Luckily, my phone doesn't do that. Go Android. All right, that was good. Let's go back to girl at Chevron or Mobil gas station. I guess this guy met one girl.
We haven't had it at a gas station yet.
At either or, because normally people walk in New York, so we got a lot of subway.
This is true.
Now you're gonna get the stuck in traffic kind of people.
Yeah.
So let's girl at Chevron or Mobil gas station. I saw you at a Chevron or Mobil gas station. Wow, I said that like 5 times in a row now. It's just lost all meaning. I was a few pumps away from you. I don't think you noticed me. I actually didn't pay attention what type of car you had or if you had any passengers. I wasn't trying to attract attention, so it was just a glance, but a glance that wanted to remember you. You were so gorgeous, long black hair, thin, medium
how you put it, or did you just mess up?
He forgot the I.
Medium?
He forgot the I. So it's thin, medium body type. You had a black shirt, didn't recognize the logo or design, and jeans. Wearing flip-flops, and I gotta say, you have the most beautiful feet I have ever seen. Okay, so this guy's like,
No, abort.
So I just want to say, this guy in the beginning of this said I wasn't trying to attract attention, so it was just a glance. But yet he found all these things. Like, I just took a quick glance at you, but you had long black hair, thin medium body, you were gorgeous, you had a black shirt, jeans, flip-flops, great feet. Like, how long was this glance? Like, I feel like there's a time frame of a glance and what's, like, gawking.
Well, I mean, if it was just, a quick look and all that, I would want that guy at, like, a murder scene or whatever, because he can describe everything.
Yeah, he's got that, oh, crap, there was a guy that had a photograph, Sean Spencer from Psych.
Oh.
He can come off as psychic because he has a photographic memory.
Oh.
So this dude's Sean Spencer right here. A creepy form of Sean Spencer. He's like, Sean Spencer's a little bit more outgoing, so he would have went up and said something, but he's just like, dang, girl, nice feet. Girl. All right, here we go. I know this is a very vague description. I'm sorry. Just hope I may find who fits this description of who I saw. Please reply with what gas station you think I may have seen you.
Wait, but didn't he list the gas station?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically this guy is like, hey, I met this girl with this description, but hey, if any other girl matches this description, hit me up. And then just name a gas station. like, what the heck?
And hopefully they have nice feet.
Yeah, that's a big must. Nice feet. Needed. Now.
I just think that just ruins everything as soon as the feet comment comes out. Not to, chase away our feet, listeners, but it creeps me out so bad.
I mean, I'm not a foot guy.
I just don't.
I know where feet are and have been, and I don't want that anywhere near me or anywhere. Just like, but I know Tarantino's a real big foot guy.
Yeah.
Coach Rex Ryan is supposedly a big feet guy. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge foot man. I don't know what kind of man I am, but I'm not a foot man. But yeah, that guy just totally did a 180. It was like, hey, hit me up, girl, because you're so gorgeous. And it went from that to, hey, I'm looking for a girl with all these features. Hit me up. Name a gas station. It's just like any gas station. He doesn't even know what gas station he was at. Chevron or Mobil. But hit me up with the gas station that you think you saw me at.
I have to give him some kind of brownie points for doing that at the very end. That was very smooth.
I would have never clicked on it if that was what it was going to end up like.
See, exactly, clickbait.
Okay, this one's called Creep LA, The Willows, in quotes. Hollywood.
Sounds like book titles.
Me, black shirt, black pants. I'm in seek of, no, dagnabbit.
Oh, they were looking for something.
They're looking for somebody. It's so big, though. It's so long. I don't know. She goes into something. Let's go into it. I'm in seek of a female. Not sure how old in age. You were beautiful with your friend, or not sure if in a relationship or in any way. So he's not seeking for somebody. He saw somebody.
Oh, okay.
They're in search of this certain particular person. This guy learned how to write, man. Because there's too many misconnections where they're like, I'm looking for somebody. Anybody. So, I'm in seek of a female, not sure how old in age. You were beautiful with your friend, or not sure if in a relationship in any way. Dinner table. Vegan potato and bean soup. Celery, carrots, bread, and crackers. Fruit as well. Berries. He spelled berries with an A, like the name Barry. Berries and strawberry. And he spelled strawberry right. First of all, he spelled strawberry right, but he spelled berries wrong.
You should know by now nobody checks what they write on there.
We were at the table. I saw you across the table from afar. Wasn't sure if you noticed me or not. It was rushed into a room with Conrad. and I don't think I got a glimpse of you after that. Creepy night that was. Intriguing, interesting, but creepy. Truly admirable presentation the Willows put on. Also wanted to ask you, did you put the pieces of the puzzle together about Jonathan? Didn't truly grasp the idea of the concept considering my nerves had got the best of me that night. And whenever I tried to engage in conversation, my mind went blank suddenly when it came to asking questions. How embarrassed I felt inside. I don't know what this guy's going for.
Okay, first of all, with the food and all that, was he describing what she was eating?
I think he was describing what was on the table. Because it sounds like he was like... It sounds like they were at a presentation or something with a band. And maybe there was like a food gathering. And it was like a long table.
But still, why would you need to go into that detail?
So she knows, hey... Oh my gosh, the vegan potato and bean soup, that was on the table I was at. But this guy goes into everything. Like, he knows people there. Why doesn't he just ask the people there about her? I don't understand that. Hey, girl. You were at the Willows. I was there, too, with bean soup. Do you like bean soup? You didn't touch it. I just want to ask you, do you know Conrad?
Oh, God.
I don't get... Like, that was just too weird.
Well, the bad part is, even if you go on Misconnection to try to find someone that may have wrote something, you have to decipher what they're trying to say in the first place.
Yeah. I agree. I mean... And that one was too, like... There's some that are, like, too vague.
Yeah.
But that one was, like, too personal, and I think that one hurts you, too.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You're giving out people's names. You're talking about specific things on the table. Like, if you're at somewhere and it seems like you know other people, why not just ask the people, hey, who is this girl? Or, I mean, then again, it could be, like, a long table. Like, if you're sitting at the same table, though, then you probably know the guy.
Yeah.
Or the people around you. Anyways, let's go to cute guy at the bus stop.
There you go.
You were a handsome college guy waiting for the bus on San Fernando Road. We chatted briefly. You told me you were just heading to Ralph's. I told you I worked as a physician therapist. I'd love to run into you again, man. You like massage? Hang out. Let me know what was the number of your bus so I know it's you. Winky face. A physician therapist. Just wants to hang out with a college kid.
And then give a massage.
Winky face? Massage?
That's just...
Hang out? Like, that's what he said. He was just like, massage? Hang out? Yeah. White Beamer at gas station. My mind was elsewhere, can be the only explanation. You were in the white BMW. It was around 4:30 p.m. Friday afternoon at the gas station on Overland. I was in jeans and a short-sleeve shirt. Very descriptive. You were in a sundress and a white-rimmed sunglasses. That's good. Got distracted at the pump, but should have said something. I was out of there before you. Say hi and fill in the gaps. Thanks. Fill in the gaps?
What gaps?
There was no gaps.
Did he...
What?
What? No, go ahead.
No, it's just like, there's no gaps to fill. There's like nothing here. I was wearing jeans and a short sleeve t-shirt at a gas station at this time. Hit me up. Fill in the gaps.
Well, maybe he's like, I guess that person could describe other events that were taking place to fill in the... I don't know, I'm reaching.
No, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. There's no Seinfeld, like, episode where it's like, oh, we went here, yada, 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 and then we went to a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no yada, yada, yada in that. It was just like, hey, I was at the pump. You were at a pump. I didn't say anything because I lost track of time. I left. Hit me up and fill in the gaps. It's like, what gaps? There's no gaps. You're just an idiot that was gawking at this woman in a sundress. I was wearing a short sleeve t-shirt and jeans. I'm a real winner. Like,
wow.
how many people have that
Wow.
description?
Yeah.
Everybody.
I mean, at least went into detail, like, I drive this car, you drive this car.
Oh, he did say white Beamer. You were in a white BMW. He gave more description about her than himself, so it just makes it weird.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Because she probably wasn't paying attention.
No. Trust me, nobody pays attention at the gas station. Unless somebody's doing something really awkward and weird.
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, this... Like, then you go to your friends and you're like, dude, this guy at the gas pump was like... using it to spray off like bugs off his windshield. Like, that was super weird. But normally nobody's like says anything or notices anything. I mean, I don't. I shouldn't talk about everybody like that. I don't.
I don't think I... Well, no, it depends. Okay, it depends on what time of day. If it's at night, I'm like totally checking out my surroundings just because...
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
You're a female filling up gas at night. Like, no matter what gas station you're at, it could be like the Taj Mahal of gas stations. You're gonna be freaking out. Like, I always freak out at gas stations at night. I'm like, this is not a good idea.
You think you're gonna get shanked while you're pumping gas?
We should have gotten gas a long time ago while it was still bright out. Van Owen and Topanga in an In and Out.
What?
So he says Van Owen N, like the letter N,
Uh-huh.
and then Topanga, telling about what streets they were on, and then an In and Out, like an In and Out burger.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there's a lot of N's and N's, and there's like two just N's, and then there's an N.
Well, I knew...
And then there's an N in Topanga. So it's just like a lot of what's going on.
I knew you said In and Out, but then it sounded like you said Topanga from like Boy Meets World, so I was...
Which I was watching that this morning.
Really?
I watch it. I try to watch it every weekend morning. I love it. It's so nice to like, just like hang out and watch it. It's so light some days, and it's just like, oh yeah, Corey, when your boy meets the world. Cow Chop came out with a new.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Did you get it too?
Yeah.
Hey.
No, it was off of yours.
What?
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot you were using my iPod.
Yeah.
Anyways, Venoin and Topanga and In and Out.
Oh my god.
Say that 5 times fast. You were working fixing the drink area, straws, in parentheses, and organizing some of the red trays, etc. ... I'm the guy who was sitting by himself by the window near the exit. You walked by several times. I caught you looking at me. And so we stare back and forward a couple of times. You smile at me, and I smile back. I'm not sure if you were simply being nice or ... flirting with like 5 question marks. Could be I'm just tripping ... Well, either way, loved your smile. Just in case you find this, add I would love to meet and take you out. Again, if you reach this ad and are interested, email me and tell me just few if my facial characteristics and what my shirt color was. ... He really likes using the ...
Your
like,
facial characteristics, really?
Yeah, my facial. Yeah. Tell me what my facial characteristics are.
Okay.
You had 2 eyes, 2 ears. I think you had a nose, 1 to be exact.
Well, I mean, if you have like
mouth,
if you have piercings or something like that, maybe.
and you kept on making a weird face every time I looked at you, and I thought maybe you were like having trouble, like sitting, like maybe you had surgery.
Oh my god!
So I kept on smiling at you
to be polite.
To be polite.
Okay, first and foremost,
Bro, I'm working. Don't come up to me. Also, if she's working there, like I feel like if this dude is kind of like weird, he's gonna keep going back there and like keep on smiling. Like, I feel like okay, so this is where I think romantic movies. I was gonna say romance movies. Is that right? Romantical movies with love movies. This is where it screws up everything because everybody is just like, oh, I'll be charming and go to her workplace or his workplace 30 days in a row, get the same meal and just stare at them and learn their whole thing and be like, oh, then they'll finally be like, hey, what are you doing here? and then I'll ask him out, and then we'll go hang out. We'll fight at first, and then all of a sudden we'll start like falling in love, and then we'll like be happily ever after. Where in reality, go up, talk to the person. There's apparently she wasn't doing much. She was just like fixing straws and walking by the guy who was sitting by himself by the exit. Like, to me, go up and talk to him, because this isn't a romance movie. This isn't My Best Friend's Wedding. This isn't 500 Days of Summer. This isn't... I'm really sad that I can't think of, like, another romance love movie to say. But it's like, that's not it. That's not reality. Stop thinking that this is, like, reality or something. It's not. Just go up and talk to him. Also, why... He was just sitting by himself. Like, he wasn't with other people. It wasn't like he was, like... in a conversation or have like a time reference or something. It was just him in the restaurant. And
usually In-N-Out is always popping. There's usually like a line wrapped around the building, like either going in or in the drive-thru. Yeah. So I don't know. Depending on how busy it was.
It didn't seem like it was that busy. If she's like sitting there, like walking past and making googly eyes with this guy. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe at one point where she noticed that he was, like, staring at her, but she's on the job, so she felt inclined to smile back.
I don't know. All right, here we go. Vons today.
Vons?
Vons. V-O-N-S. Maybe it's like a clothing store.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Vons.
Yeah.
I like the Vons. Hey, guy in white patterned dress shirt. We were both shopping in Bonds today after work. How does she know he was after work?
Assuming. That's, I think, definitely assuming, depending on what time of day.
Well, you know what they say about assuming. You're normally right? That's what it's normally saying.
Wow.
I think we made eye contact a few times. I'm not particularly sure, but I think we made eye contact. I'm the Asian girl.
Ooh, I'm going to bite my tongue on that one.
Let me know if you see this and give me a detail or two about my outfit or hair. Or what item I was staring at. You were staring at him, I thought. Didn't you make eye contact?
Like
maybe.
Oh my god.
Also, there are no other ethnicities like her in this store. I'm the token other one normally around here. Or what item I was staring at when you also needed to reach in that corner. If you have quick meat, give me the name you go by. And then she gives a picture of like jeans or something she was trying on. So I don't name what outfit I'm wearing. Also, here's a picture of what outfit I might be wearing.
Why would they remember what she was staring at in the store?
I guess they both like reached for something.
Oh, they had that moment.
And that's where she was just like, oh. But then again, it's like, hey, go talk to this person. You're literally reaching for the same thing. It's a conversation starter. That's what we all want.
Well, yeah.
Guys are like sitting there going like, what's a conversation starter? Or girls. Anybody is just like, oh, how can we do the conversation?
Yeah.
You gotta find something in common that normally hooks people. And that's one of the major things. Oh, we're bumping into each other. Going for like something of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's right there. You had your chance. Normally you have to make a joke or some crap like that. Or, hey, it's cool to be alive, right? There's times where you're just like, I can't think of a single thing.
Please don't ever start off with that, ever.
Hey.
Don't ever.
It's good to be alive.
The girl walks off.
You know, it'd be crazy if we just weren't alive anymore. It's like, you want to see my basement? It's like, whoa, okay. And then somebody's writing on misconnections. I saw this girl in Target. And I said, hey, isn't it great to be alive? And then you walked away. You had a friend. If some chance you see this, that offer to see my basement is still on the table. All right.
Wow.
So Taboo. I like the start of that. So taboo. I saw you today. Great way to start off. I saw you today. I've always found you attractive.
Oh.
But you've always been off limits for different reasons. I'm married. You were my subordinate for a while. Ooh, yeah. You have a boyfriend. Always a reason. Maybe that's he's just listing the reasons why. I'm married. But then again, wouldn't he say I was married? If he wasn't, like, there's a different reasons. I was married. You were my subordinate. You had a boyfriend. Always a reason. Well, at least you're not my subordinate anymore. All right. All right, so he's still married and she still has a boyfriend. But hey, at least that subordinate thing is off the table, right? Am I right? That was the most important thing.
I was about to say that's the main key.
That's the main barrier between this. I saw you today. This is a different paragraph, by the way. I'm not repeating myself. There's two paragraphs. The first paragraph started with I saw you today. The second paragraph started with I saw you today. We were having lunch at the same place. We had polite conversation. Your boyfriend even gave me his card. All I wanted was to give you my number and tell you to call me if you felt like it. I feel like you find me attractive too. I don't know. I could be misreading the whole vibe. Oh my gosh. Can I just say that's like 80% of what guys are doing.
Yeah.
They're just like, maybe I'm misreading it. It's like, you're definitely misreading it, bro.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, I lie to myself every time I'm out. I think I said this in the first episode, but I lie to myself every time. If a girl, like, I'm walking and I, like, make a cough, and a girl, like, turns around to see why I'm coughing and then turns away, I'm always like, she should check me out.
Oh, wow.
Like, in my mind.
Wow.
In my mind. Again, I know for real, like, in the back of my mind, it's like, she was just, like, looking at, like, who's the weirdo coughing, right? But in my mind, I'm like, I should check you out, bro. Good on you. And then I go on here, and then they're like, hey, who's the weirdo who's coughing? Because you were so hot. That never happened. And will never happen. Oh my gosh, we have a book over here. Whoa! I think this might be the last one. Yeah, this is going to have to be the last one, because this one's huge. This one's huge. Hopefully it's a good one, because we're ending it on this one. For M.S. For MS. For, maybe it's a name. Like a abbreviate, like a name, like...
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft. For Microsoft.
Yeah. Yes.
For Mary Sampson.
Samsonite.
Yeah, for Mary Samsonite. That's it. That ridiculous cliche saying everything happens for a reason is something I've been thinking about a lot lately. In our case, everything happens for a reason seems like bullcrap. Why did we reunite after so many years of no contact only to end up exactly where we left off? Why did our relationship disintegrate just like it did so many years earlier? It seems like a waste, doesn't it? On certain days, I find myself thinking about you and wishing we could go back to that night in December. I remember how it felt to see you again after so many years apart. I remember being so nervous, my stomach in knots. I was unsure if meeting up with you was a good decision, but then you opened the door and walked towards me, and all those feelings I felt when I first met you hit me like a wave. It was like no time had passed at all. It's been 2 months since our breakup, and I'm still trying to understand how I was everything you wanted, and then suddenly it seemed I wasn't. After we stopped seeing each other, happiness drifted away from me like a boat in a raging sea. I felt nothing but sadness. Each day that we spent apart, each day that I didn't hear your voice, I felt you slowly fade away from me. It hurt. You're like a memory now. Sometimes I hold on to what it feels like to be held by you and kissed by you and what it felt like when you made love to me. But I know that will only keep my heart from healing. I have to remember that the ways you hurt me, The quiet indifference in your words, the absence in your eyes, the distance that now separates our hearts. I'll never forget the night you told me you loved me. I want to believe you meant it. When I said it, I meant it. Sometimes I want to reach out and pull you close to me. I want your warmth to encompass me, but I know that it doesn't exist anymore, at least not for me. I'd be lying if I said I don't miss you. I miss you, miss you. I had to break the what is this? Freaking Ernest Hemingway?
This is what we need to start recording this crap, because you and your hand gestures and your facial expressions while trying to read this.
Miss you, miss you. I had to stop it. I'm sorry, guys, if you were really enraptured in this. I had to stop, take a break. It was getting a little heavy in here.
How much more do you have to read?
The cursor is in the middle of the screen. All right, here we go. But the truth is, maybe I'll always miss you. Today I heard Vapor Trail by Ride, and it was perfect. The lyrics resonated with me so much, and it was like, I think we need to listen to this song, like ASAP.
What is it called?
Today I heard Vapor, Vapor, Vapor as in vapor, like you're pouring liquid out of something.
Okay.
By Ride. I guess Ride's the artist. I'll keep talking while you do it.
Okay.
Today I heard Vapor Trail is the name of the song. Vapor Trail by Ride, and it was perfect. The lyrics resonated with me so much, and it was like I was meant to listen to it at the exact moment I was thinking about you.
I found it.
It made me realize that what we had was beautiful, but it was temporary, and that's okay. Sometimes people come into our lives during the moments we need them. Maybe I needed you. Maybe we needed each other. Oh, it's almost done. It's hard to let go of you. Since I met you, you were always the person I imagined I'd end up with. But I know I have to let you go now. I wish you well, and I hope that you wish me well too. I'll end this with a Bukowski poem, because I know you'll understand. Farewell, MS. Now it's a small poem. There is a place in the heart that will never be filled. A space. And even during the best moments and the greatest times, we will know it. We will know it more than ever. There is a place in the heart that will never be filled, and we will wait and wait in that space.
You are so full of it.
That's a Bukowski. That's a Bukowski original. If you're thinking about it, didn't rhyme, so...
It was actually pretty good for the poem.
Can I just say, though, this guy... So we went from, I was at a gas station, you're a meet-em girl... You're a meet-em girl with beautiful feet, to your love encompassed me like a boat on the raging sea. And here's a Bukowski poem.
There's two extremes
this was
to
beautiful.
Everything.
This was beautiful.
Yeah, but how is that a misconnection?
They missed it. They missed their connection.
They went out with them.
Yeah, they went out, and now
they
miss
broke
it.
up.
Yeah, they missed it. They had a misconnection. They connected, and then they missed. They're done.
So they decided to pour their heart out on Craigslist?
Yeah. It's like the guy that we had earlier that was like, oh, this girl, I love her. Didn't we have that?
Yeah, we had some...
Can I just say I have very short-term memory while reading these all in succession? So.
No, because the two that were in the very beginning were very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because you had the reply.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But this one was 2 months. This is 2 months. This is still, especially if you dated the person, were broken up, and then you really cared about them, and then you got back together with them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And you really cared about this person still, and now it's just, done. It's that's something else.
Hopefully they found closure, because evidently they needed it bad.
Maybe they found closure in this Vapor Trail by Ride. Do you have that queued up?
Yeah, I don't think we can play it, though.
Why not?
I thought for...
Is it explicit? I mean, we can let's do it a little bit. Just
Are we allowed to,
put a little taste
it?
on there. Just put a little taste on there.
Oh, my God.
People want to just know what Vapor Trail sounds like.
Really? You hate it within those seconds?
Can you skip to the middle? That maybe I want to hear a chorus or something.
I skipped, and it sounds the same. It sounds the same.
All right, pause it.
Oh, the ending's pretty.
What is this, yellow card? Why is there a violin?
R.I.P.
All right, well, dude, whoever wrote this, beautiful. You really meticulously wrote. There was no grammatical
Is that the
errors.
only reason why you were, like, all hyped on this? Because there's no grammatical errors?
I didn't read it beforehand. That was my first time reading it.
No. Out of all this, all the ones that
This was
reading,
really well thought out. There was no, hashing something. He, said everything in succession. This dude's a writer.
That's why you like
this is amazing. For MS. MS, guess what? You just lost out on a poet. A writer of this generation. And he has to put his amazing abilities on Craigslist. I hope this pushes him to, write his own, book on expectations and his own, experiences, because this was beautiful. But there's no grammatical errors. There's semicolons in here. I don't even know how to use a semicolon. And that means maybe he did it. Maybe he used them well, or he didn't. I don't know. This was a great one to end on.
I just see you writing him and be like, we should write a book.
I'm not gonna write a book with this dude. He would surpass me. I'd be like, hey, why don't we talk about this in love? And he's like, what is love? But a raging boat that is falling away off the waterfall of life into the abyss of despair. And I'd just be like, yeah, but they met at a Blockbuster, and that's how far along it went. It takes place in Alaska. You know how many Blockbusters there are in Alaska? It's always day there.
Wow.
But that one was posted a day ago.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's Mr. and Miss Connections for this week.
Yeah.
That was Los Angeles. And join us for the next episode, which is going to come out the same week because we're doing a double header so we can get put on iTunes with a good running start. We're going to go to Seattle the next episode, which I'm excited about just because I've been there. And it's very dark and gloomy. So maybe people will find love in a dark and gloomy, rainy, dreary state. I read that, and now I want to be like a poet right now and just say a whole bunch of adjectives and stuff, and I'm not even close. So thank you for joining us for this episode. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
And thank you for watching or listening, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, misconnections. Mr. and Mrs. Connections.
Please don't end it like that. Could you end it like that?
All right, see you guys.